All right. So let's practice a little problem with this zero rule. Okay. Let's try to get this problem done right here. So the thing I would do first, because I'm going to add on stuff, I'm going to take care of before I do anything. I'm going to do the zero rule. It's probably the first thing I'm going to do before I do the even parentheses. So I'm just kind of adding on rules as we kind of go. Okay, can't see that, so I raise it up. Okay, so zero rule. Let's take care of everything in zero. So if this is going to equal 1, I'm just going to go ahead and change it up. X fourth times 1 times, what does that whole thing become? 1. Okay, what's 1 times anything?
The number it's times by.
Perfectly said, the number it's times by. So like 1 times 4 would be 4. Okay? So basically, when it turns into 1 in a multiplication problem, it basically just disappears. It's gone. It's gone. So what's left? Okay? Because 1 times x4 is just x to the 4th. So the zero rule is nice because it makes things disappear. And anytime we make things disappear, then our work is easier. So that's the zero rule. The fifth rule is the negative exponent rule. And again, we're just going to add 2 because we don't want to get too confusing. Okay, and I'm going to raise this up so you can see what I'm doing. Negative exponent rule. All right, this one is a little bit confusing, so pay attention. So I'm going to do it in the algebra first. And then I'm going to do an example. Okay, basically what the negative exponent means, and I forget to say that a cannot equal 0. Basically what the negative exponent means, it means take the reciprocal. And that's how you write in algebra reciprocal. And all right, so this basically means take, or I'll just write the word. It means reciprocal. And so we're going to practice a couple little problems here, and then I'll show you how to work this. So it means reciprocal. So if I have a problem like this, 5 to the negative 2. Well, the first thing I want to do here is I want to take the reciprocal here. So the reciprocal of 5 squared would be this. Okay? Notice that I take away the negative. The negative doesn't mean what it normally means fully. It basically means to flip your number here. Or, as I like to say it, everything basically is a fraction, right? So it means to go, if it's on top, go to the bottom. And then I know how to do this, so that would be 1. 5 squared would be 25. Okay. Basically what the negative exponent is the way to write fractions without writing a fraction. All right. So we're going to look at a practice problem here with negative numbers in it. And then we are going to try some problems in your homework, and I'm going to help you with some of them. Okay, here. Let's look at this number. Let's look at this one right here. 4 squared times a to the 5th times b to the negative 2nd. Okay? So again, I'm going to do the set up here. And the fifth thing is I'm going to deal with negative exponents. I'm going to do that last. Okay, so don't even worry about it at first. Just deal with it last. Okay, so there's no zeros. There are no parentheses. So I'm going to write my unique bases. Okay, I don't have to add any of the exponents, so that didn't really help me at all. And so the last thing I'm going to deal with, my negative exponents. So I'm going to draw a line because it's going to turn into a fraction. And I know that this is a negative exponent, so that means that the negative exponent is going to move down. And so my final answer is this. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at your worksheet. And I put my worksheet someplace goofy. Let's look at, where did we stop? 20? So I'm going to do a couple of these for you, but I'm going to skip around. You're going to have to do the ones in between. Let's go ahead and look at 26. How to do 26. So I'm going to move down there, and we're going to just look at 26. Because that one looks good. Because that's not 26. Let's do, we might as well start on 21, right? Okay, we are recording. So here we go. 4. All right, let's see if we can figure out what to do here. And again, I'm going to kind of go by my order, although there are other things that we can do, and technically you can do it in different orders if you want to. So I'm going to do this order. I'm going to do the 0 rule, then parentheses, write the unique bases, add exponents, and then deal with any negatives that I have. And we're going to keep adding to that. So 0 rule, I'm going to go through. I see 1 0. That means that this cancels, right? So just mark through it. It becomes a 1, and so we don't need it. Okay, no parentheses. Now write your unique bases. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Write your unique bases. Now we're going to add stuff up. M's, 3 and 3. N's, well, that one disappeared, right? That's good, but I still have this one. Okay, and that's your final answer. 4 squared, which is also 16. M to the 6th. N to the 3rd. Okay. Did that add anything super hard? Okay. Well, then let's find something else that might have added something hard. Let's look at 31. We're going to skip all the way down to 31. Yeah, let's do 31. All right, M in 4 times 3 x y negative 2. Okay, make sure you put these little ones here. Let's see if you can get it done. You don't see it, but it's on your worksheet. No parentheses, no zeros. Write your like bases. Okay, am I always going to put the regular number first? Yes. That is the only thing that really order matters in. I got a bunch of like bases. Or unique bases, I'm sorry. I didn't write this right, did I?
No, the Y's not there.
What's that supposed to be?
And
Did I do two different problems? Yeah, I did. That's not 31, is it? All right, that looks more like your 31. All right, still same principle, like bases. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So I got a 3, I got an M, I got an N. I spaced them out so we can have some room. Let's look at 3s. I got 1 3. Let's look at N's. Well, I got, or M's, I'm sorry. I got 1 plus a negative 2 is the same thing as 1 minus 2, right? Okay, so you can write that either way. N's, I got a 4. Okay. So I'm going to move that down. That just becomes a 3. M minus 2 becomes a, right? And N, 4 minus 1 becomes a, okay, this is why I don't deal with my negatives till the end, because 4 minus 1 became a 3, and I no longer have that negative. Okay, so I'm not done. So I know that the last step I'm going to do is I'm going to take care of all my negatives. This is a negative, which means he's going to move down. So my final answer is 3 into the third. And this can be m to the first power or just m. Okay, hopefully this is making more sense. Okay, we are going to do, just not a whole bunch. We're going to probably finish this up tomorrow, probably. But we are definitely going to try to do all the way through, we got 20. Let's try to go all the way through 36. And we're going to do 1 through 36 for now. And I'm going to actually do, in a little bit, I'll probably do, there's one of these that's pretty confusing looking. I'll probably do 35 for you guys in a second. All right, let's try to get this done with, and